And we're live.
Even if you're 100% confident in your riding abilities, which I am not, obviously, man, there are those other people on the road, and down here in the South, though I guess everywhere really, the animals, like the amount of deer and I don't know, possums, raccoons, armadillos, you name it. I don't know what happens if you hit an armadillo going 50. I probably fall off my motorcycle though.
I almost got hit yesterday by a driver. It wasn't my fault at all. Like when I lay this out, everyone will agree. I have to make a left at a light. It's a 4-way intersection, standard 90 degrees. To make a left-hand turn, I'm in a left-hand turn lane, and it has a stoplight, the red arrow. So I'm at a full stop in the left-hand turn lane, just waiting for my turn. That's my role in this. Someone comes from the opposite direction, right? So straight in front of me, going way too fast, and clips half my lane, half of my turn lane on my side. Like, why did he do that? It was a young male driver, white guy, and he was just
not paying attention.
I think he was sort of maybe erased to make the light or something, but I don't know why he didn't like observe the lane markers on the ground. Why he took. So I moved forward, and I moved from like the middle of the lane to the right third. I think if I hadn't, he would have just missed me by a little bit. Like it wasn't totally necessary, but it was like I looked at the guy next to me. I'm like, did you just see that? And he didn't. But it was like I'm the only one who knows that I just almost died. This is an important thing to me.
And if you watch enough like moto vloggers on YouTube, they're in those situations all the time. Like you're always seeing like someone like almost get hit. They'll be riding like, whoa, did you see that guy? What the fuck was what was he thinking? He's in my lane. Or if you watch like a montage, certainly you'll find it. There's great montages of like bikers like getting revenge on people, like going like kicking their mirrors off and punching out their windows and stuff. And look, I ain't gonna kick nobody's window. I ain't gonna punch nobody mirror. I'm not gonna punch anybody's window. But it's fun to see it done.
I don't like it. So two things.
You don't like
that.
it.
I watch a lot of this kind of content lately. You like something and then YouTube just pumps more of it at you. So two things that frustrate me. One, usually that guy that's like all mad at the driver, that driver just made a mistake. You've made mistakes. I've made mistakes. Like, I get it. They put you in danger. They didn't see you, but there wasn't like a malicious intent. Now, if they were swerving at you and there was some sort of fight, then maybe you can kick the side view and get the heck out of there. Like, that might be different, but that's not what I'm usually seeing. What I'm usually seeing is some motorcyclists get overly mad at someone who made a driving error. And by the way, a driving error with no consequence. Like, okay, did they encroach in your lane and you were able to avoid the accident? Put it in the past, bro. Like, move on. And then
the bad driver.
I like it.
The other thing I see, I want to go a little longer. The other thing I see is this: motorcyclists like standing up for themselves, driver wise. So you're encroaching into my lane, and rather than either use my superhuman acceleration or braking that every motorcycle has, I like hold it, maybe lay on my horn, say, "Hey, I'm here first." The fuck? Are you trying to win at driving? Is that your goal here? Are you trying to win against a car? Scooch out of the way, bro.
I think they're trying to teach the driver a lesson.
Oh, good luck with that.
There's a lot of motorcycles.
Your orthopedic surgeon will be so impressed with your decision making here as you taught that driver a lesson. Just scooch out. Maybe it's my age. It's easier for me to just
let it go,
not win, let it go. Like I think maybe 19-year-old me would have been more inclined to do that. But current me is like, we're all just trying to get here safe. No one's winning this. No one's losing. It's a pleasure.
You and I are on the same page as far as how I would conduct myself. However, that doesn't mean I don't enjoy when when the guy like is just not paying attention and like comes into the biker's lane and he has to slam on the brakes to avoid dying, or he has to just like almost go off road. He said go all the way to the shoulder or something to avoid being sideswiped. Then he catches up to him at the next red light. And there's like 3 moves they'll make. They'll either kick the side view mirror off, hilarious. They'll punch the fucking window out because they've got Kevlar knuckles, which is hilarious. Or if the window is rolled down like an inch, they'll just reach in and grab the whole window and tear it out. They'll pull it and it'll shatter. Also hilarious because this guy's wearing armor. He's not worried about a little glass.
Somebody's gonna get shot doing that.
I'm sure they have.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm wearing Kevlar.
Maybe it's bulletproof. I don't know. It's probably not.
Terrible Kevlar. Pull up to a cop car and try that. Get murdered.
But,
yeah, I've seen a few of them. I saw one instance where like motorcycles is like going down a highway, sort of a country highway, and a car pulls out in front of him. Basically almost made the motorcyclist like T-bone him. Like he's making a left turn, and he pulls across the motorcyclist lane and is
super
doing that.
common. Motorcycles are invisible.
Yeah, and the motorcyclist has to swerve, and the car has to kind of like gun it to like get out of his way, and the driver of the car stops and like runs back to the motorcyclist, and he's just so apologetic. Like he's so like the driver of the motor vehicle is much more shaken up than the motorcyclist is. The motorcyclist is like, "It's okay, man. It's no big deal. I know it's fine. It's fine." He's like, "I'm so sorry. I could have killed you. And I was like, "Oh man, there's a good guy. There's a good guy." You like to see that. And he'll look both ways from now on. He'll never do that again.
There's a thing that happened. This is like 2 days ago in Raleigh. 4-way intersection. It's kind of a big one with like turning lane, dedicated turning lanes and such. Motorcyclist is going straight, and oncoming traffic, woman in a big gray truck, is making a U-turn in front of the motorcyclists. So you can picture this, making a U-turn in the intersection. I think the motorcyclist could have done more to avoid the accident. It's not his fault, but when you're on a motorcycle, it's your problem, right? Mm-hmm. Instead of like immediately slowing down and avoiding the accident, he kind of maintains speed, lays on his horn, etc. The truck making a U-turn in front of him eventually like goes all the way into his lane, and they hit each other. The motorcyclist doesn't swerve until it's too late, hits the back of the truck hard. Motorcyclist goes down, kind of slides under the truck drives away. Woman comes out of the truck to check on the cyclist, the rider, and he's wearing a GoPro for this whole thing. So you get like this view of her face. I could probably show it to you guys. She goes over, she bends down, she looks at the rider. I think she might have asked if he was okay. And then she gets up and leaves the scene of the accident. And now the police are looking for her. It's
they will probably find her.
Yeah.
And to be good at that.
I wonder if I can find.
She just panicked. Or maybe she really thought she might get away.
I found it. It's not YouTube, so it's hard to like queue up together, but I think I can show this to everyone because it's interesting to me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play it.
Let me see.
Here it is. So you guys are not watching this with me, but to the people, you can see the truck about to make a U-turn. At this point, he's laying on the horn and not dodging until the very end. And you can see he smashed into the back of this truck that the rider like rolls around 3-4 times on the ground after the accident.
Why did he swerve back into him?
Mistakes were made, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Looks like he was about to get off scot-free, and then
this doesn't show it. So I saw the original version of this on Facebook. There's a Raleigh motorcycle Facebook group. And it shows the driver of the truck leaning over. She is right there, like face cam. And you can, shucks, now I want to find it. But anyway,
you see the driver's face.
You see the driver's face, like not just a little. It's like
what an
better
asshole.
than a
Why would he
shot.
keep going?
Yeah. Did you listen to it with volume? So you can.
No, I wanted to be able to hear you.
If you did, you would have heard him like lay on the horn and just seemingly prioritize a bunch of things other than avoiding the accident. Yeah. I see that a lot in these accidents. Like I don't know, bro, just avoid the accident. That's the top priority.
Jeez.
Yikes.
Yeah. That's really dangerous.
Yeah.
These motorcycle things aren't safe at all. Seems like nobody else on the road's paying attention. Seems like it's really putting yourself in a risky situation.
That is
the only
true.
thing you gain is adrenaline. But
I like adrenaline.
Tempting mistress, isn't she? Yeah.
They look so fucking sexy, though. I'm like closing my tabs and the FTR pop back up. I'm like, oh yeah.
Someone linked me a meme of Kyle doing that loading thing, and it's the Philadelphia Flyers in defense and playoff hopes. That's good.
Oh, that's great.
It's relevant to both of you.
Oh wow, that's the driver. This bitch leaning over.
Yeah, that's her.
I'm okay.
She got out.
She got
You
out,
could see her truck in the
checked on him,
background.
and then left.
I don't know. You can
Just
see
I'm
like right next to
sorry.
her knees, like that she parked right there in the middle of the street, walked out, looked at him, and then hit and run.
Dead eyes like a door's
There
eyes.
have to be people that
Look.
like.
She does have dead eyes. Just looking at him like, I wish
She
I'd
doesn't look
killed
concerned,
you.
does she? I think she's high.
Wish I'd killed you with
I
this
hadn't
truck. I
considered
hate
that.
cyclists. One of them punched off my window once.
I think she might be high.
Think so?
Yeah,
I have no idea, but
I think she might be high. Maybe that's what
She's
that,
clearly
that would make that would explain the whole thing, right?
she did a
Why
little John
couldn't get
Jones
out
there,
and then
right?
leave.
You know, get a little high, hit someone.
She
hit
pulled a
and
John
run.
Jones.
And then, you know, you don't get busted for driving under the influence.
She
I
John
think
Jonesed him.
I think they're going to be harsher on her than they were on John Jones.
She
Maybe
probably doesn't have the same attorneys.
They'll let her fight again. Don't worry.
I
back
hope
in the
they
ring.
do.
That's funny.
Yikes! I'm glad the guy's okay. It looks like he just got a little scuffed up.
Yeah,
but
it looks like he
still,
just hurt
scary
his knee.
situation.
Yeah, and I think it was pretty avoidable. It's hard to like. Shucks, he's like a Raleigh motorcycle driver. I feel like I'm in a small community here, but I think, dude, man, if he could do it again, would not have like held the horn and raced toward the truck.
Why isn't he braking and
Yeah,
turning to the left?
right. Braking. The truck's path was pretty predictable, right? Making a U-turn
Very
at the
much
intersection.
so.
Mhm.
So
If I were GTA, I would have been in no trouble. Just
See?
quick. Whoop, whoop.
I mean, I've avoided stuff like that in my car, and you're
Yeah.
on a motorcycle. Like I still don't understand. I don't know. Maybe
Was he
it's,
like wanting to get hit indignantly? Like, I'd never bang.
it's almost that's almost what it feels like. It's like, how dare you? You know what? I might.
Death
I'm
on your
just gonna crash into you.
And then maybe he regretted it when that soulless lady came over and
Like I'll do that. I'll tell you what I will do sometimes, and maybe this is an am I the asshole? When I'm driving down the road and I'm approaching an intersection and I'm going a reasonable speed, but there's turning lanes and stuff, and a car decides to turn in front of me to like go the other way through the intersection, I'll make it close, whether he makes it or not. Like I won't like slam on my brakes way back there to give him plenty of room. I'll make it close. I'll give him a little scare. I'm not gonna hit him. I like even if he like to oh, you want to make it close? I'll make it close and hit the brakes. like I could still avoid him, but I'll make it close. I'll take my foot off the gas and start coasting, and I'll put it right on the brake, and I'm ready to like brake and avoid if I need to.
Mhm.
But it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Like,
I've done that.
You're
I've
gonna
done
look out the
all
passenger
these
side,
things.
and you're gonna see me fucking bearing down on you.
I have no moral high ground to stand on, but the current version of me is just a little more like, no one's trying to cause problems out here. That's very rare. You know, oh, did this person like whatever? Was I in their blind spot? I've probably done that. Probably did that. Don't even know. Someone could be in my blind spot.
I've mellowed a lot.
Uh-huh.
There's been times where like someone cut me off, and I was like, "All right, I'll fucking pass you on the goddamn shoulder. I don't give a fuck. Oh, you're gonna press the gas so I can't pass you on the shoulder? I bet my car's faster." And all of a sudden, I'm doing 100 miles an hour on the shoulder, and it's just because I'm on the fucking rumble strips. Fucking yeah, let's go. I don't care. I'll drive it through the dirt if I have to. I'll get in the median. I look back on like stuff like that. I'm like, you were so dumb.
This-
Like, you could have
Mine?
died.
I'm the worst. I'm the worst. I swear, don't judge me too hard. This isn't me anymore, but here's what I've done. I got cut off in a way that I thought was just awful by a woman, and then I tailgate, and I'm like, I bet this is scaring her. I bet she's scared right now. That's it. I'm not gonna do anything, but I bet she's fucking scared that there's like an angry guy tailgating her right now.
Maybe I'll follow her for a few months.
We're going the same way for a while, right? So I'm like causing fear. I think, for all I know, she doesn't care. She just thinks I'm a bad driver. But I'm
You're
like,
a literal terrorist.
I bet she's scared for her safety right now. And you know what? That's your punishment. She is a bad driver.
You like grimacing so she can see back at how angry you were.
Probably. Yeah. I know. Look, total asshole move. I get it. This is old me, but I've done that.
That is hysterical.
You're like reaching toward your waistband a lot.
Right.
I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah, I'm a bad person.
Like it's crazy the double standard you have. Like if I'm in a new city, like trying to get somewhere, and I have to like go across 3 lanes of traffic, like I'm like I'm new. I don't know. I'm lost. Give me a bunch of assholes, and then like someone else will do that in like my neck of the woods, and I'm like, God, learn where you are, moron. Like,
yeah,
it's totally.
Yeah,
different.
I don't get mad in traffic almost ever. If I get cut off, I'm just like, what an asshole. Look at that. Can you believe it? Like, what's he thinking? What an asshole. What a goober. Nobody likes that guy. Or if like if somebody tries to race me or something, I'm thinking like, we can Google who's faster. Like you want to it's you. It's you.
And I think you also had Google pulled up, and that's why you challenged me.
It's you, motherfucker. You've got
like,
600 horsepower. It's like some guy in like a fucking tricked out M4 or something. It's like, you're faster. Get out. I don't care. I don't care. But if I cared,
but I get more miles per gallon.
Probably not.
Take that.
I don't know. It's just like I just don't care who's faster. Like is it really what's it going to come down to? Who's more willing to push this to the brink of death? Is that what we're going to do now? Like
what it is, yeah.
I'm just trying to get to the airport, buddy. Like I don't give a fuck. As long as I get there in the next 10 minutes, like alive, I'm happy. I'm not looking to race anybody and I don't care if somebody cuts me off or if they I don't like it if they one thing I've had people do is like tailgate me and like start flashing their lights recently. Like that's happened a couple times. And like, I'm going 55. The speed limit's 55. I'm in no position to be speeding. Okay. like I don't want any speeding tickets on my record. Like I'm living a clean life these days, boys. Like I'm not pushing the limits at all. So like, I'm going 55. I'll go 60, but once I get to 60, I'm putting the cruise control on and we're going 60. I'm not going 61 for you. And this guy's just like right on my ass. And he's doing that thing where he like backs up and comes forward and backs up and comes forward. And I'm just like, I don't fucking care. Like he's bright lighting me. I'm like, I just bend my mirror so it doesn't bother me anymore. I'm going home. I'm going home. I don't care.
I used to never go the speed limit. Never, ever. Old me, though, sometimes that's my preferred speed. You know, I'm going the speed limit. That's not like a public. It's fine. It's an acceptable speed. If that happens to me, it's like, I'll give you 4. I bid where you are. Now I'm going to go 59 and a 55. If you want more than that, I'm sorry. Work your pass.
Yeah. I'll slow down. Like
oh boy.
Now on the interstate, it's different, right? Left lane is as fast. Left lane speed limit is as fast as the fastest car is willing to go. Mm-hmm. And if you see if you're going 80 and a 70 and someone's clearly coming up on you quickly, you need to get the fuck over. There's no high ground to be had. Like, I'm doing 10 over the speed limit. No one is allowed to break the law more than me. No, get the fuck over. Maybe he's in a hurry.
That's just being polite. Like
you just get over.
Bump over real quick. They fly past you and then you move back.
But if we're on a 2-lane highway, 1 lane each way, then I'm not going to go more than 10 over the speed limit. I'm just not. They start writing tickets at around 11, 12, 13 over.
I'm with you on the interstate rules. Now, some people say you never hang out in the left lane. Don't stay in the left lane the whole time.
I stay in the left lane.
If I'm going like 14 over, which is a thing I sometimes do, 14 over, set the cruise control. I have this theory that the cops are looking for 15 over.
Pretty
with the
close.
buzzer
Yeah,
on their
absolutely.
gun. And so I'll go 14 over. When you do that, you're faster than 90% of the traffic, at least that I see, right? For all I know, there's half the traffic's going the same speed. But anyway, I'm passing a lot more people than are passing me. So I might hang in the left lane until someone catches me. And then I'll scooch over until I need to go back.
This is how people with common sense drive. Yeah, but I run into it all the time where like there's some guy who just doesn't fucking get why cars keep passing him on the right while we're on I-285, I-75, Georgia 400, whatever, out here in Atlanta. In Atlanta, they do not pull people over for speeding.
Really?
They do not. I have never been pulled over for speeding, and I've never seen anyone pulled over for speeding. I've never heard of it happening. I don't know how fast you have to go on one of those roads to get pulled over or stopped. I have been like there's a lot of like checkpoints. Like I've been going 110. No, they don't pull out. They're not slowing me down.
Well, they can't.
I've been going 110.
They're looking for the Goldilocks speeder, someone going 83 that they could catch.
Whoa! He's gone now. By the time
that guy went 135. Fuck that.
8 miles away. No, I've never seen it. I've been going like 85. Pretty common for me to go 85 out here in Atlanta in the left lane, and a cop passes me on the right, and I'm like, all right, I guess 90 is the new speed, and I'll just get in behind him. It's just like
that's ballsy.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it once. And there's a lot of cops and law enforcement in general out here.
I have dreamed of like some cop going 94 and then me just following him turn for turn and then using the "you did it first" defense.
Yeah.
as if we have the same set of rules.
But, you do, technically. Like, unless he's on his way to an emergency, he's not allowed to speed.
Oh, I guess. But yeah. Technically,
yeah.
and
he'd have a hard time in court explaining why he was like speeding. Like, were you
would he, or would everyone just understand?
It would. I don't think a judge would. I think a judge might give him a hard time. I think he'd be all right, but I'm just guessing. It just seems like the sort of thing that, like, well, wait, he was following behind you? Yeah, for 3 miles. Yeah. Well, that would mean he's going the same speed as you, officer. Yes, and you clocked him at 97. That's right. So you would have had to be going 98, 99? Yeah, about 102. Yeah. Where was the fire?
I don't think it goes like that at all.
I bet it would. I think it would. Maybe I'm just naive.
I don't know.
Clearly, I've had a bad record of guessing what law enforcement will say or do about various things. So
yeah,
who's checking the radar?
Yeah, there's always. You guys, we're talking about negative things that people do. Does anybody ever do nice things for you? Where like,
letting me in all the time.
Oh, well, letting people in, but like the thing I'm thinking of is like on wooded roads and things that are windy, or like there's not a lot of visibility up ahead. Like when someone driving through gives like a double flash, and like there's cops ahead. Or if it's like a very easily speedable thing, especially rural, somebody hit me with that very recently when I was going to my grandparents' house. Just boop, boop, and I was like, oh, dude, that's so nice of you. Slow down. I go back to 9 over. Woody's ballsier than me. I stick with 9 over, not 14.
Mostly depends on the road. If it's an interstate, maybe, but go on.
And so, and then, lo and behold, half a mile later, some bastard sitting there, nothing to do, waiting with his gun. So that's very nice. I like that friendliness. I like to pay it back too.
You know what I'm waiting for? You know how we had that cop that was like taser, 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 and like shoots the guy with a 9. I'm waiting for that traffic cop that's fucking taking speed, taking everybody's speed, and
with a
like,
Glock.
Bang! Bang!
Well, he was speeding.
I like the motorcycle wave. I think everyone knows motorcyclists wave to each other when they pass. Yeah. And when I don't wave, sometimes like I wonder, like he knows I was working the clutch, right? He knows like my waving hand, I was busy. I need my hands to drive right now. I was taking off from a red light.
That guy's like, they will not believe this in the group chat of all the bikers.
Yeah.
Blackball the guy on the fucking.
If you see a BMW with sheepskin on the seat, fuck
I'm getting on RaleighHogs.org immediately as soon as I get home, and that guy's done. He's done.
Blackball.
Yeah, I always give the flash the lights, warn people about cops, or any instant. If there's like some shit in the road, or there's deer. Like deer is a big one that I always try to warn people about. Like, if there's so many deer out here on the side of the road, and deer are fucking stupid as shit. They'll be standing there and they'll see you coming, like, oh, car's coming, better get in the road. Like, they're just assholes, So I always try to warn people about deer, shit in the road, cops, any of that.
If there's shit in the road, I'll call 911. I like it. People think 911 is only for like near death situations.
Yeah.
But I'll be like, I'm on Interstate 540. There's a couch in the middle lane right by this mile marker. And that's going to be a problem, right? That is a pre-accident. The couch doesn't sit on an interstate all day long.
I've seen some crazy shit on the interstate out here.
Right? So, but cops, they have like, their bumpers are meant to just push shit off the road like that.
Yeah.
Like they're, you wouldn't want to do it with your Camaro, but with a patrol car, that's part of their use case. So a cop will just come out and push that thing to the side of the road and prevents a tragedy. It is a good reason to call 911. And I've done it like, not a lot, like 4 times. And every single time they're like, oh, you got the mile marker? Okay, we'll send a patrol out. Get it done.
They should give prizes for that, like good citizen prizes. Like get out of a ticket for free.
Ooh, I love that. Get out of like limits, right? Under 15. If you're caught with it, we will lower your speed by 15.
To your specific limit. Yeah, under 15.
Oh, right. It did turn out to be that. But we will lower your. So if you get caught going 90 and a 55, well, it's a 75, 55 now. They're just going to drop.
But you
15.
can use it like a magic card to combo down the punishment of what that would be.
Yes.
So you're going 90 and a 60. We're giving you a big ticket. Speeding in excess. We're giving you a ticket, and you go boom, play it. It's now a 74 mile an hour ticket and a 60, and they're like, well, that's basically legal on your way, sir. That's the Woodworth clause.
I like your set. This is working for me. This is great.
It's a good idea, man. This is way better than all my. If I were emperor, just ruining every sports league idea.
I do like it more.